And Jerry, without further ado, please take it over, sir.
Thank you very much, Mayor Pro Tem, and thank you for your leadership in this project. We've been working on the transportation issue in Kyle for quite some time, as you outlined, and finding a solution that works for everybody, that's affordable, has been elusive up until now. Before I get started with my presentation, I'd like to just call out some other members of our team. First, on the team from Uber, Chris Miller, I'd like to thank him he was my first contact with Uber. He was gracious enough to return my call and put us in touch with the rest of his organization that was really instrumental and very helpful in being able to get this come forward. Without even knowing what our core values are, they distributed the yes attitude and the leading edge that we really ask for out of our staff and our team. And through Chris, we met Katie. Now we're on a first name basis, so I'm gonna really mess up these last names. But Katie Sivkin and John Magenti with Uber were key to, and we wouldn't be able to pull this off without them. And I think Katie's on the call. Really thankful to them. Our council member task force, Mayor Pro Tem Coach, council members Ellison and Villalobos, very helpful and instrumental as well. And then our staff, our communications director, Samantha Armbruster, our IT director, Matt Dawson, who came up with the really awesome app that is a driver of this program. Our city manager, Scott Sellers, Will Atkinson from our planning department, and Rachel Soner from our communications department. Without this team in place, we wouldn't have the awesome program that we have. So real quick, I'm gonna try to share my screen and go through our program. And then at the end, I'd like to invite our Uber partners to say a few words if they would like, and then answer questions. So ladies and gentlemen, this is Uber Kyle 314. And 314, as was discussed earlier, is tribute to our Pie Capital of Texas brand, and something we're really proud of. And the way the program works is you'll have to go to our app. You'll read about the program on the app. You'll have a chance to link to our website for FAQ questions and download a voucher. Each month has a voucher that will pay up to $10 for 8 rides for you to go, 8 one-way trips in Kyle. You have to start in Kyle and you have to end in Kyle, and you can never leave Kyle. But our testing shows us that you can pretty much go from one corner of Kyle to the other corner for less than $10. So we believe this will cover all those trips. Another key component to this program that works side by side is our WAVE, or wheelchair accessible vehicle component. If you're confined to a wheelchair, a motorized wheelchair, you can use the same app, and you can call a vehicle that can accommodate your wheelchair, and it's the same cost for the wheelchair user as anybody else. We're very proud of this. We've worked very hard to make this happen, and we know that most people in Kyle have transportation, but we do have some that really need some help, and we're very proud to offer this to them. Once again, for either the regular user or the wheelchair user, you download the app and you download the voucher. Each month you'll have to download a new voucher. We ask for just some simple contact information in exchange for that, and then off you go. The one minor difference with the WAVE part of the program is to have that voucher work with the WAVE part of the Uber app. You have to go to your wallet and type in the code WAVE Kyle into the promo code to be able to access the WAVE component. Other than that, the programs are identical. The service area is anywhere in Kyle, the Kyle city limits, and you can start from anywhere, you can go anywhere, you just can't leave. And it's 24/7, so it can get you to your doctor's appointments, it can get you to your dining, it can get you to your shopping, anywhere you want to go. If even if you're out one night and you're not capable of driving yourself home from one of our entertainment venues, you can use it for that. So it covers all the bases, and it's going to be a real great amenity for people in Kyle. And you don't have to live here to use it either. You just have to be 18 years old and be in Kyle. So I've already kind of gone over the who can use it. The people with disabilities can use it. There's even, if you're hearing impaired or disabled, or sight impaired or disabled, there's even services that work for you on that. And Uber is our partner on this. Nobody else is doing it with us but Uber. And there are similar programs that Uber has initiated around the country, but I think ours is unique in that this is our primary and sole public transportation alternative. I don't think that exists in any other city that they're working with. So some intricacies and some specifics about how the program works. It is like if you get, like you're using Uber anywhere else in the country. Sometimes if the demand is high, the prices may change. Sometimes if we have to bring in a car from further away, sometimes there's going to be an extra charge for that. That's the same as if you're using it with or without a subsidy, but some people should expect that. How long should you maybe wait on your ride? That's also going to be a function of supply and demand. If a lot of people are using it, you might have to wait a little bit longer. But the app will tell you where your rider is, where your driver is. So you'll know before you finalize the ride how long it's going to take you to get picked up and to get where you're going. Like I said, you might owe more money if it's a peak time. And do you need to tip your driver? You know, if you want to. The tips aren't included in our voucher, but I'm sure they appreciate being acknowledged for providing great service.
Tip your drivers.
The same council and no-show policies that apply any other time are applicable, and the vouchers don't cover that. Can you request a ride in advance? No, you cannot. You have to be there ready for your ride, and that's the real beauty of this program. Is you don't have to call and schedule in advance. If you decide now you need to go somewhere, you pull up the app, schedule the ride, and it comes to get you and it takes you there. And it's doorstep to doorstep. What if the voucher doesn't work? You know, if the voucher doesn't work, there's a few troubleshooting things you can do. One is make sure that your Uber app and your City of Kyle app are up to date, and that you have the correct voucher in there. What if you don't have a smartphone? Fortunately, you know, the platform runs on smartphones. So we're working on an alternative for people that don't have smartphones. But if, regardless if you're a regular user or somebody that's calling a Wave vehicle, you have to call it with a smartphone. That's the way it works right now. If you do have ideas for improvements or you need support, we have a telephone line, 512-234-3122, that you can call and leave a message, or you can send an email to uberkyle314@cityofkyle.com. Both of those will be responded to in no more than a business day, but probably sooner since it comes to me. How do you know if using rideshare is safe? Well, Uber is a national brand. They're constantly looking at their safety programs and their safety protocols, and that was something that's very important to us. All the information I'm giving to you right now is available on our website, and there's links to even more information. So we wouldn't be partnering with Uber if they didn't have a reputation for being safe and didn't have the ability to provide coverage for something that might happen. And I just want to mention something about COVID too. They have a whole special program for COVID. It all starts with all riders and all users wear a mask. And then and it just goes from there. So you can click on the link on our website to find out the specifics about their COVID protocols. They also want you to be safe while you wait for your ride. And a lot of this, most people already know, but always stand in a designated pickup that shows up on your app. d- don't spend a lot of time standing around in areas that aren't safe, or don't stand around in areas that aren't safe. The app will show you where your driver is, so make sure that you're out there by then. Always be aware of your surroundings. Be cautious. If where you are becomes unsafe, then don't be afraid to leave that location and reschedule your ride. Never get in a car with somebody that claims to be an Uber driver without asking to see their identification. When you schedule your ride, you'll know the driver's name and you'll know where they are. So if all that stuff doesn't match up, don't get in the car. And even if you think it is the Uber driver and you don't feel safe, don't get in a car you don't feel safe with. And use your smartphone flashlight if you need to confirm the license plate number and clearly identify the driver as it appears in the app. So safety is the number one priority for City of Kyle and for Uber.